right? What's changing now? What's a challenge we have? And so essentially what I want to talk about is the why, what, and the how. And what is the challenge that we have in powertrain software today? The question is, can the software be ready for what comes next? So it used to be simple with having a gasoline engine, a diesel engine, maybe different capacities of gasoline, diesel. You could tweak a little bit of calibration here and there. You could tweak output power and everything else. But today, in terms of overall powertrain combinations that we offer as Mercedes-Benz today, you would see that these are some of the examples of powertrain combinations that we offer today. Over here, we have the performance hybrid for AMG, which comes with I'd say, a wonderful V8 4-liter engine at the front and a very complex 2-speed e-motor at the rear. And this specific powertrain combination is designed only for performance. Right? So this is a plug-in hybrid, but the plug-in hybrid is designed for performance. All our cars today are coming with a mild hybrid. Then we have the diesel, which is our workhorse, which either goes into our vans or cars. Then we have the electric motors, BEVs, and I've just listed one combination here. We could have an EV with 2 e-motors, 3 or even 4 e-motors. Then we have the plug-in hybrids, which are giving the best of both worlds. EVs are giving you electric drive in the city as well as giving you range anxiety-free travel, and we don't know what's going to come next. Right? So this is the kind of complexity that we're dealing with in the powertrain world. And the question is, can the software be ready for what is coming next? The other thing that we are also seeing as one of the challenges that's facing us as a company is more information, quantity, and quality that's coming through and through. So we see that at the bottom, you see a lot of digital platform for validation. And you would see as you go higher, you're seeing more hardware coming into play. There's a lot of feedback coming from each of the test cycles. You can test as much as you want, right? But there's a lot of feedback coming through. How are you integrating these feedbacks as part of your overall development process? So these are the reasons why we want to focus on software development to ensure that we're delivering software at a higher quality and maturity and at a faster pace. So now we come to the what part of the story, right? So what are we doing here? So we have 2 things that we want to do for any vehicle development, vehicle platform development. We want to create new features and we want to migrate new features. So when we're talking about creation of new features, we want to do feature development through requirements engineering, but the focus today is testing for us. So when we want to build awareness about testing, and we have this strategy at Mercedes-Benz, which is called Move Left, right? So, and the Move Left strategy essentially embodies that test early, test as digital as possible. And when we want to do this, and you want to introduce a new process in our overall development workflow, we wanted to do, let's say, these 6 steps, right? So find the team flow. What is the team doing as of today? How can we introduce a new concept of testing for this team? With this, let's say, small steps, can we organize and iterate? Can we make it part of the process? Can we build a test concept that can be deployed at scale across the globe for all our development teams? Then, to make sure that this does not add overhead to the development process or the time, we wanted to automate everything. And then, starting with a few variants, we wanted to deploy this process in all our car variants that we're going to develop. Right? So this is a use case that we had done. And so what I'm going to talk you through is a story that worked for us, or that is for us. Right? So when we wanted to find the team flow here, so we were using a Kanban method for development of software. So what we did is we had a Kanban mechanism for system analysis, and then we also did software analysis there. Our architecture was developed more in a Kanban mechanism. Right? Then we had a Scrum process for 2 weeks where we would actually build the software and test it at a unit level. A little bit of the testing would also go back into the Kanban mechanism, and then we would release the software over the last 2 weeks.